Welcome back to Friday Beyond Spotlights. We have with us today the Honorable Kenneth Fok Kai-kong. Who is Kenneth behind the spotlights? What made him who he is today? For this segment of a Beyond Spotlight story, we ask our guests to bring along an item that is especially dear to them with significant meaning that personifies their lion rock spirits and has helped to shape who they are today. Kenneth, could you show us the item and share your unique story with us?
Yeah, sure, Herman. I thought a lot about this, and for myself, family is very important, and to
Indeed.
a certain extent, my family, especially my wife, has shaped who I am today. We've been together for many years, so I brought something very special. As she's an athlete, I brought her gold medals from the Olympics from 2008.
Your wife is Guo Jingjing,
Yes.
and she won the total of 4 Olympic gold
Gold
medals.
yes, from
Two from
2008
yeah.
and also 2004 Athens as well. Why I brought it here today is not about the medals themselves. So many people only see the moment where they get presented the medals or the moment they cross the finishing line. They don't actually see the moments they sweat, they bleed,
Oh yeah.
they crash, the moment where they're in despair, they want to give up. These medals, I think we should see a deeper story. I think it's also responsible for society and people to understand the Lion Rock spirit behind getting these medals. It's not simply, oh, he got 4 medals, she gets 6. It's not a simple comparison as such. So for us, especially in sports, it's a good reminder what we need to do and how we need to encourage our athletes, not just, just by looking at how many medals they get, but make sure their spirit, their stories can be told. I always say this, the journey is more important, right, than just the results.
Well, Kenneth, I know family is very important to us, especially to you. How do you bring this Lion Rock spirit into your family?
I think family and Olympics is very important to our family, and it's always been the topic of conversation, even with my father. You know my father very
Yeah, I
well.
know.
So
also,
I think
also your grandfather.
yeah,
as
also my
well.
grandfather. So I think me being a young, well, not young, not so young anymore, being a parent or new parents with 3 kids, I think we keep this tradition and we keep this culture. I think with a few examples, I mean, recently with China, Beijing Winter Olympics, and also different various sporting events, we keep them exposed. We keep them. We want to keep them in the loop. What it means to excel, what it means to become an athlete with a mother as an example. So these things we not easy with COVID, but this is something that we try to reiterate all the time. And I think our kids, in terms of the participation, I mean they are good swimmers. So I think we try to train them. We try to not with any aim, not with the aim that you need to be an elite athlete, but I think it trains their kind of will and spirit as well. I think it's important. I enrolled my son into a fencing competition.
Okay.
And the first few times he lost. And he was very upset. He was crying. He always wants to do the best. But through these experiences, we as parents, we have to tell them, see, mom, she doesn't always win. She lost countless times before reaching the top.
Yeah.
So, we tell them these stories and they would feel what it means to compete. They would feel what it means to win, what it means to lose. So these are things that, I think it takes time. I think as parents, we don't want to be forcing them to, oh, why you don't win a medal? Why you don't win a certificate? You need to do this, you need to do. Not just to force them. Do you want to hear a very funny story about
Of course,
this gold
Kenneth.
medal?
Come on, give it to us.
Actually, it's quite funny.
Okay.
When she won the gold medal, do you remember who presented to her? My father.
Oh, really?
Remember? Yes.
Okay.
But the story behind this is quite funny because my father, being a IOC member, they have the duty and job to present the medals to all the different athletes. So normally it's an IOC member plus a international federation member to do the presentation. And he wasn't supposed to be presenting for diving, and then he got a phone call. Someone wanted to swap with him. He said, "Mr. Fok, would you want to swap with me? I want to, present for, say, table tennis. I forgot. Would you want to go diving?" So he thought for a little while. Then he called me and he says, "I know Jing Jing is competing. Is she going to win?"
I see.
And I'm like, I cannot give you a definitive answer, but I do hope so, because of course she wants to present the winning medal. But I said, take the risk. I think I have confidence that she'll win. So it turned out that way, luckily. And then these are the medals that my father
your father
presented
presented to Jing Jing.
to Jing Jing, on live TV.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Kenneth, for sharing this wonderful story with our audience.
Yes. So I think what I would say is, when we look at competitions, let's just not think about the winning moment. Let's think about where these people, what they gone through, what they sacrificed, what they gave up in order to reach that. I think the journey would move the audience more so than just the winning moment.
Now we come to one of our favorite segments.
Most difficult segment.
Rapid fire questions. I will be asking you some quick and fun questions, and you just answer what comes up to your mind first.
Okay.
What is your favorite sport to play?
Mountain biking. Surprise, huh?
What is your favorite Hong Kong food?
Beef and satay with instant noodles.
Yeah.
But no soup.
What is the talents you wish you had?
I wish I could read faster, so that a lot of LegCo documents I could read quickly, and photographic memory, so I don't forget them.
Where is your favorite place in Hong Kong?
Maybe Sai Kung.
Okay.
Very different.
Place. Yeah.
People don't associate Sai Kung with Hong Kong, but it's peaceful.
What is your proudest moment?
It has to be the 2008 Beijing Olympics at the stadium where 60,000 all cheered. I think that's.
What is the nicest thing someone have said to you?
You work very hard. You work very hard.
What was the last thing you searched online?
Plane tickets, but far too expensive and all booked out. So that's not very successful search.
What would be the title of your autobiography?
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
The first half.
What are the qualities you admire most about your parents?
My mom is very caring. She always very gracious and still tries to teach me, even though I'm 40 something. My father's very creative.
They all are.
Very creative. My father's got a lot of big ideas, and then he throws me the ideas to try to execute them, which is not easy.
What is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear: not living up to expectation and the roller coaster. Horrible experience with the pirate ship in Ocean Park.
Okay.
When young.
Okay, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Should go out there more. University should have joined more, debate society, made more friends.
How can your profession influence the future?
Well, I'm a LegCo member, Legislative Council member, so hopefully, we can change legislation or even push the government to make sports a more important role in society.
How will Hong Kong look like in 5 years' time, do you think, Kenneth?
Very bright, I think. We've just had our 25th year return to motherland, and I believe 5 years down the line, no matter from sporting events, business, international tourism, I'm sure it'll be as vibrant as ever. So I look forward to that. And hopefully we can have more major sports events in Hong Kong.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
Kenneth, can you please share with us your suggestions or well wishes for Hong Kong?
Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everyone, of course, most importantly, is best of health. We are coming out from a pandemic that has clouded us for over 2 years, nearly 3 years now. I think it's time for us to look beyond that and to take action and to work together to make a better Hong Kong, no matter in sports or in culture or in all fields. I think business will be bright, and I think Hong Kong's economy is strong. Let's work together and wish Hong Kong the best.
Thank you for joining us on Friday Beyond Spotlight. See you next time.
Thank you, Herman.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Thank you.
Well, look at this wonderful stadium. Retractable roof and removable turf.
Yeah, Herman, it's no longer a dream, right? We've
Yeah.
dreamt about this for many years, and finally it's coming to fruition. Besides the roof and the turf, I think the most amazing part about this is the glass facade at the back. What represents Hong Kong better than Victoria Harbour? Having a stadium next to a harbour, but it's see-through. So imagine you sitting inside, you can see the harbour from inside the stadium. So I think this is something that's going to be very unique in the world of stadiums. So when the World Cup comes, let's go together, sit in the middle, in the front row, to witness history being made.
Kenneth, it's a date.
Definitely, and I'm sure that day will come soon.
Wonderful.